Got
a bass.
You got a bass. That's a good deal. Well, you know, here we are in a spot that a big 30-pound bag was caught by my cameraman just 2 weeks ago, and all we're catching today are small little bass. But we caught about 30 or so. Yeah, we caught a lot of, probably 30 or 40 fish. That's a nice one. Oop, I got a strike. Here, just hold this camera for just a second. No, okay. Watch out your fingers all over there. Okay, I got one right here. Okay, we got a double. Okay. That's the kind of fish we're catching right here today. And it's a funny thing because this is a spot that was full of big 5-pound bass just a week ago. But now, it's just not much to it. I'll take the camera back and we'll talk all about what you're doing. We'll let you unhook that fish and see what's going on. But what are we doing, Pat? We're just running a Carolina rig with a 1 ounce weight.
Yeah, we were hitting some on top, but it seems like the Carolina rig is getting the bite.
Yeah. And you're just rigging it Texas style.
Yep.
It's a few rocks out there. Every once in a while we get hung on a rock. And
they weren't Texas. Yeah, I mean
that's just
once we put the weight on and threw it Carolina, we started getting the bites.
That's a 1 ounce. That's a 1 ounce Carolina weight right here. 1 ounce weight. So okay. You're just making a long cast with it, right?
That's it. Coming out right off this.
Coming off that shoulder.
That point there, the shallow.
It's a big, long 100-foot cast. Now, the secret, I think, in Carolina rig fishing is just slow and dragging it along.
That's all I'm doing is filling the bottom. Fish load right up on it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Every once in a while you'll see them break out there. But this is the exact spot that I've 5 or 6 trips in a row we've had 5 and 6 and 8 pound bass here. And yet, oh, you got one. There we go, son. Oh, what you got? Oh, son. What you got? Big one? Just 3 in just a couple minutes. There we go. It's just a little one again.
It's a little guy.
But again, we're doing the same thing as we did before.
Oh, he got it buried.
Just buried down. Yeah, we'll have to get pliers on him. But we'll work on that guy. Now, Pat, you have a place down here in Florida as well, right?
Right.
You come over to Okeechobee and fish. What are some of the other lakes you fish around here?
Been spending most of the time out there on the Gulf here lately, but otherwise I like fishing with you guys here or Stick Marsh.
Okay, the Stick Marsh is a good. See, we got the new area now. Right next to Stick Marsh is what they call headwaters, and we're doing good at the headwaters lake. Got another bite?
No, just bouncing bottom. I don't hit much close to the boat.
Huh.
Put it back out there.
Okay. Well, this is what's happening, Roland. This is the week of the middle week of July, and what we got going is the water has actually come up here on Lake Okeechobee. It's now 11.5 feet high, which was down. It was 10 3/4 here about 3 weeks ago, and the fishing was pretty good. I think the fishing's a little better right now. We just haven't found the big ones, but we've got plenty of fish today. Just 30 or 40 bass, and just no big ones. So would you lose a hook? Yeah, we got a bad hook going.
There he is.
You got another one. There we go. 4th fish in just a few minutes. That's a good deal. Is that a good one? No, it's just a small one again. Yeah, that's crazy. But there's a lot of action, but you never know because, you know, sooner or later, there'll be a big 8-pounder show up right here in the same exact spot. So we got the thing going. Anyway, folks, what we're doing now is we're on the north side of the lake, kind of in an area there. Oh, he's hooked bad. Okay, I'll get you these pliers. I'll get these pliers. I'll let you work on that a little bit. But we're on the north side of the lake, and it's a pretty good day. It's actually about 85 degrees, but the wind's only like 5 miles an hour, so it's a 25-mile run over here, but it wasn't too bad a run. But I like this North Shore because there's plenty of good reeds to fish. And what we started off this morning, if you notice behind us, there's a bunch of reeds all over there up the shoreline. And we started there, and we caught a few fish on topwater and a few fish on worms. But we didn't get into the big ones there either. But right now, the big fish are probably in about, 3 and 4 feet of water. It's really shallow right here, only about 2.5 feet deep. So that's kind of what's happening right now. Now the Headwaters Lake is another great shotter bite going on. There's plenty of hydrilla in the Headwaters Lake, and that's really paying off good. Like Pat said, it's the lake right next to the old stick marsh, and you hear me talk about it all the time. With the hydrilla, we do a little bit different. We're using a lot of sinkos and a lot of trick worms, and now we're using the new salt sink worm today. In fact, all these worms that we're throwing now are this a new one by Lucky, the Lucky Strike Company changed its name to Fish Lucky. If you notice my hat, it's got Fish Lucky, and so that's the name of the company now. And we're using their worm. It's a salt-impregnated heavy worm that has a lot of density, and it sinks really good. And it has that good salty taste. And Pat's got one rigged up right there, and he's got a little leader on there, and he's doing pretty good. He's ready to cast out there. There we go. A nice long cast. And so we've seen 30 or 40 bass here, no big ones. That's a shame. Pat, you've caught some 8-9 pound bass, so you're a.
You never know.
Well, we had the opportunity to bring some shiners. We could have brought shiners out here. Oh, we got another one. We could have brought shiners and caught a few as well. We decided not to do that. We just decided to lure fish. And sometimes the big bass are out here, just not